Kichi Manitou, Waka, Creator God, we give thanks today for the oxygen that we breathe from these beautiful trees. And these trees remind us of how important it is to be connected to our roots. We give thanks for that river that flows, the water that sustains all our lives. We give thanks for the water beings, the water creatures, the fish, all the things that nourish us. We give thanks for the plants, the medicines, and those seeds and gardens that we've planted to nourish our minds, our bodies, our spirits. We give thanks for life, all of creation. And we give thanks for the enlightened teachers who have taught us many things before us. We give thanks for Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King. We give thanks for Sojourner Truth. We give thanks for Martin Luther King. We give thanks for Malcolm X. We give thanks for all those who taught us to think about each other, brown, black, white, as brothers and sisters. We give thanks to you, Creator, for those teachers. And we ask today for prayers to continue to support those on the front lines to keep us safe. We ask for prayers of love for those who have broken hearts, who are hurting from racism, who are sad because we are hurt. We ask for prayers of love and kindness to those who are causing harm to us. And we ask for the strength so that we can dismantle white privilege, so that together we can break systemic racism. Together in love, Creator, we ask for love and peace so we can fulfill that journey together that our ancestors imagined for us. Namaskaman, Masicho, Amen.
Today is the 27th birthday of Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor was murdered in her home while sleeping peacefully after her 12-hour shift of being a nurse fighting in the front lines of this pandemic that we are facing. The police executed some sort of warrant and murdered her in her sleep. I don't know what kind of warrant you have that warrants you shooting someone while they sleep. I thought everyone deserves their day in court.
Fuck those kids!
Except those who are black. Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! George Floyd! George Floyd! Trayvon Martin! Trayvon Martin! And the thousands and thousands of others that we don't hear about because it doesn't make it to our news feeds. When we talk about Black Lives Mattering, when we talk about equality, equity, justice, they tell us to forget about it. Slavery was 400 years ago. Forget about it. That was last week. But when we talk about 9/11, they say never forget. All buildings matter, huh? Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No racist!
No peace!
No racist!
No peace!
In attendance, I see a lot of people from our city who are influencers, who are actors, who are models, rappers, singers, cameramen, photographers. And it's beautiful to see everybody using their platform to bring awareness.
So now I'm gonna offer my friend Shima to come on stage.
Thank you all for coming. My name is Shima. My AKA is Dwanaman. It means strength, humility, learning, and wisdom. I am repping Black Lives Matter YEG. I'm here to talk about how we are all on treaty land, we're all treaty people, we are in Treaty 6. Let's get a shout out for Treaty 6, please. Louder, please. And what that means is, no matter who we are or where we've come from, we absolutely have a responsibility to the land. We have a responsibility to each other as people on the land who are part of the land. Okay? We have to see that responsibility through by respecting one another in all facets. We have to respect the human and non-human entities of our world if we are going to live in harmony and in peace. Alright?
Miigwech, hey.
Land acknowledgements are often dry. Am I right?
Ladies.
Land acknowledgements are often stale.
Ladies, thank you so much.
Because you have to speak from the heart.
Ladies, thank you.
Relationship to the land
Sorry.
is what I'm saying.
Thank you, miss.
It's not easy, but we should all be doing it every day. As you wake up in the morning every day, acknowledge where you are. Acknowledge the people that made it possible for us to be here. Our Indigenous brothers, sisters, peoples,
here primarily because of that defining incident. The epitome of man's humanity to a fellow man. The assassination of George Floyd in Minneapolis. Lots of conversations have been had since the incident. Grown men and women in tears because of the deliberate atrocities. We feel the weight of that knee on the neck of George Floyd. The thought that came to me in the aftermath of that incident was, anyone who seeks to be told light from others must prepare to dwell in darkness. We have seen big black envelope before in the last few years. 4 police officers standing in the epicenter and on the cusp of history have thrown the world's most powerful country into darkness. They were not the engineers of the system. They merely did a short shift as technicians. They are an extreme example of a much deeper and sophisticated problem. And our young people wonder, am I next? They tremble at the thought of becoming a hashtag. The tears freely flow. We grieve the needless loss of human life. We're enraged by the inhumanity, the callousness, the maliciousness of that knee on the neck of George Floyd. We might not have been there in Minneapolis on May 25th, but we know that knee. We recognize that knee. We feel the effects of that knee in institutionalized racism on the job market. Far too often, stellar academic qualifications and experience have not led to jobs, despite self-discipline, careful time investment, and mounting student loans. We recognize that need. We see that need in the health sector. It is partly responsible for the racial differences in COVID-19 deaths. We see the frustration of our people in accessing healthcare, being dismissed and told to go home or ignored in the waiting area until it is too late. We recognize that need. Thank you. We see that need in our schools. The systemic racism that frustrates minority children. Some black children, including children of medical doctors and lawyers, struggle because of a hostile learning environment. A young black teenage boy once said to his immigrant parents from Ghana, working professional jobs, "You don't know what it means to be black in this country." The parents are shocked and confused and say to themselves, what have we done? We recognize that need. Nevertheless, we have allies, and we must never forget that. Remember the young white woman who put herself in front of a young black man as the police stood forcefully around him. She stood, hugged him tightly with her back to the police. She did not care for her own life in that moment. And therefore, we need to work with our allies. We need to take action. Do not ignore injustice around you. Do not simply tell them to get on with it. And by all means, allow everyone around you to breathe. Do not withhold oxygen from them. The world has had enough darkness. Why waste your talent and energy? Dare to be the light. Can you say to someone beside you, dare to be the light. 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 To the Edmonton Police Service and other police organizations in Canada, it is time to raise the minimum standards, the minimum requirements for enlisting into the police service. Police organizations with a critical mass of women and university graduates generally experience lower levels of excessive force towards civilians. The benefit of years of socio-scientific criminological research, we call for a gender-balanced police service. professor in a predominantly white university. The U of A is a fantastic place to work, just to be clear. But why am I, in the year 2020, one of only 3 black professors in a 15-story university building? The 1980s or earlier. A friend of mine in the States once narrated an experience with his name written on the same tag without the title, and observed he was the only one whose title was not put there. A white female colleague dropped by and noticed that. And of course, my friend noticed it and just chose to choose his battles. This colleague went to the staff and asked them to make things. And the staff came over to our friend and to apologize, and he said, "I'm sorry, I didn't know you had a PhD." He was a CE expert. Because a PhD was a minimum entry qualification for the job. She knew that. And so these are some of the minor, relatively individual indignities of the